In an emotional revelation that has touched hearts across the Netherlands and beyond, Queen Máxima of the Netherlands shares a deeply personal confession with her two daughters, Princess Catharina-Amalia and Princess Alexia. What did the Queen reveal that has left royal fans in tears and experts praising her honesty? This exclusive, full-length documentary-style report uncovers the touching mother-daughter moment, the royal family's heartfelt dynamics, and how Queen Máxima's emotional truth speaks volumes about her reign, her struggles, and her love as a mother. Join us as we explore the context, emotional weight, and national reaction to this stunning royal moment, a must-watch for every royal enthusiast. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe for more classy royal updates from around the world. Queen Máxima # Dutch royal family # Princess Catharina-Amalia # Princess Alexia # royal confession Queen Máxima speech # emotional royals royal news 2025 # monarchy moments # royal family revealed. Begin full script 8,000 plus words journalistic report style. A queen's heart revealed. Queen Máxima's touching confession to her daughters shakes the nation. There are moments in royal history that transcend tradition, pierce the veil of protocol, and speak directly to the soul of a nation. This, dear viewers, is one of those moments. In a rare and profoundly emotional admission, Queen Máxima of the Netherlands, the elegant and dynamic consort of King Willem-Alexander, has made a heartfelt confession to her two beloved daughters, Crown Princess Catharina-Amalia and Princess Alexia. A revelation so raw, so deeply human, that it has sent shockwaves through the royal community and touched the hearts of millions. What did she say, and why now? This isn't just another palace headline. This is a story of motherhood, legacy, vulnerability, and love, a queen bearing her heart not in front of dignitaries, not before cameras, but to her daughters, her pride, her successors, and perhaps, her greatest legacy. Tonight, we take you on a journey inside the royal heart of the Netherlands, into the hidden chambers of Queen Máxima's maternal soul, and we reveal what this confession means not only for her family but for a monarchy walking a fine line between tradition and modernity. So sit back, get comfortable, and prepare to witness a story that will stir your emotions, open your eyes, and remind you that behind every crown, there beats a very human heart. Queen Máxima Zorguieta Cerruti, born in Buenos Aires, Argentina, became the Netherlands Queen Consort in 2013, after over a decade of royal duties as Princess of Orange. Since her marriage to then-Crown Prince Willem-Alexander in 2002, she has not only carved a name for herself as a dynamic advocate of social causes, but as a mother to three daughters, Catharina-Amalia, Alexia, and Ariane, whom she has raised under the intense scrutiny of public life. It is no secret that Queen Máxima has long balanced the twin responsibilities of her royal position and motherhood. But never before has she spoken so openly, so tenderly, about the toll this duality has taken on her. According to palace insiders and royal correspondents close to the family, the confession came during a quiet evening at Huis ten Bosch Palace, during what appeared to be a routine family gathering. But it was anything but routine. The Queen sat down with her two eldest daughters, the 21-year-old Catharina-Amalia, who is preparing for her future role as queen, and the ever-independent and strong-willed Alexia, who has just returned from her studies abroad. What unfolded next, say sources, was a deeply intimate moment. "I have not always been the mother you deserved," Queen Máxima is reported to have said, her voice steady but her eyes glistening with emotion. "I carried the duties of the crown with pride, but at times, I let the demands of royalty overshadow the quiet moments I should have shared with you." These words, spoken without ceremony or the usual royal polish, have reverberated through Dutch society like the chime of a cathedral bell. For many, it confirmed what they always suspected, that behind Queen Máxima's ever-composed exterior lies a mother wrestling with the same emotional weight that burdens so many women who balance career and family. And for her daughters, particularly Amalia, who stands on the threshold of her own royal destiny, the moment was transformational. Princess Catharina-Amalia, the heir to the Dutch throne, has long been admired for her poise and quiet strength. She has often spoken of the pressures she feels knowing that her future is not hers to define. Yet, in that moment, facing her mother's honesty, Amalia is said to have simply reached for Máxima's hand. "No one teaches you how to be a queen," she reportedly whispered. "But you've always shown us how to be human." It was an answer not rehearsed, not drawn from diplomatic language, but from the heart of a daughter who has grown up in the shadow and light of a woman who has given her everything, even at a cost. Known for her spirited nature and bold individuality, Princess Alexia's reaction was strikingly different. Sources suggest she embraced her mother tightly and responded, "We never needed you to be perfect. We needed you to be you, and you were always that." Alexia, who recently graduated from the United World College of the Atlantic in Wales, has emerged as a rising star in European royalty. She has often championed emotional transparency and has spoken of the importance of mental health. Her immediate and loving response to her mother's confession reflects her maturity and her deep emotional intelligence. Royal analysts speculate that the timing of Queen Maxima's confession is no coincidence. The royal family has been navigating a period of introspection. With Amalia preparing for increasing public duties and the monarchy under heightened media attention, Queen Máxima may have felt the need to unburden herself and offer her daughters clarity, before their lives accelerate under royal obligations. It's also worth noting that 2025 marks 10 years since Queen Máxima became Queen Consort. In this symbolic year, she may be reflecting on her legacy, not as a royal figure, but as a mother. News of the confession, though not officially confirmed in palace press releases, has spread through Dutch and European media. Editorials, talk shows, and even parliament discussions have lauded Queen Máxima for her vulnerability. "She has humanized the monarchy," wrote one leading Dutch columnist. "For years, we have seen her as a dazzling public figure. Now, we see her as a mother, as a woman torn between duty and love." Dr. Lisanne Blok, a respected Dutch historian and royal commentator, noted, "Maxima's confession is unprecedented in modern Dutch royalty. It echoes the modern shift in monarchy from being an institution of image to a house of authenticity." British royal expert Victoria Arbiter added, "It takes immense strength for any public figure to admit shortcomings, especially when the world sees you as perfection. Máxima has not diminished her crown, she's made it shine brighter." Though the Dutch royal family remains relatively private, palace insiders have occasionally revealed how devoted Queen Máxima is to her daughters. Despite her extensive public duties, attending global summits, advocating for financial inclusion, and representing the Dutch monarchy abroad, she has made time for her children's milestones. Still, those close to the family acknowledge that Máxima has often struggled with guilt, feeling she was never present enough, that her daughters bore the weight of royal expectations too young. Queen Máxima's confession may well define her legacy. Not her designer dresses, not her dazzling state dinners, but this moment, raw, truthful, and maternal. It is a lesson in leadership, in love, in honesty, and for Amalia and Alexia, it is a gift, a memory that will outlast thrones and titles. As Queen Máxima steps into her next decade as consort, perhaps this confession marks a new chapter, one where duty does not overshadow emotion, where legacy is built on honesty, and where love reigns louder than tradition. In the days following the revelation, Dutch citizens began sending letters to Huis ten Bosch Palace. Messages of support, gratitude, and shared experiences of maternal guilt flooded the royal post office. Some were from single mothers, some from daughters, some from women who saw themselves in Máxima's shoes. "She gave voice to what so many of us feel," wrote one mother from Utrecht. "And in doing so, she gave us permission to forgive ourselves." With Queen Máxima's confession comes a new transparency in the royal household. For Amalia, who will one day ascend the throne, the message is clear: perfection is not the goal, humanity is. Already, the young crown princess is embracing this legacy. Her recent speeches reflect more authenticity, and her connection with the people is growing stronger. If her mother's confession was a torch passed, Amalia is already carrying it with grace. No longer is the Dutch monarchy solely defined by gilded halls and ancient traditions. Thanks to Queen Máxima's powerful words, it is now seen as a family, flawed, loving, and deeply human. This moment in Dutch royal history is one that will be remembered for generations. It reminds us all of the quiet battles fought behind palace walls, of the courage it takes to speak from the heart, and of the power of family bonds. If this story moved you, if Queen Máxima's confession inspired you, then don't forget to subscribe, like, share, and comment below with your thoughts.